This trek almost did not happen. The goal to do this trek had not been on my bucket list as long as it took to cross it off that list. This is how it all came to be. So, with all the hiking gear that I managed to gather up, I flew to New Delhi, took an overnight bus to Manali, and then a car ride to Kasol base camp. In the morning, I could feel the crisp Himachal air reminding me of my visit to Dharmshala 6 years ago. On day 0, I reached the base camp and registered myself. While I recovered from my travel, all my fellow trekkers arrived and we prepped for the adventure. Safety briefings, gate checks. The day ended with medical checkup and a warm-up hike. I could sense the excitement buzzing in the air. Day 1 started bright and early. We got ready, had breakfast, and packed our lunches. We started the trek with a quick assembly and chanting a slogan echoing of the surrounding mountains. The first part of the hike took us through the narrow streets of Kasol until we reached the trailhead. The trek on day 1 covers over 9 kilometers with 850 meters elevation gain and takes about 5 to 6 hours. The first 5 kilometers were a breeze, a scenic stroll along the river. We had a quick pit stop at a riverside food stall, had Maggie and omelets with our packed lunches. Then the real challenge began. 5 kilometers of pure ascent until we reached our destination for the day. After 4 hours of constant climbing, we reached Grahan village. The campsite is perfectly located at the end of the village. All that effort that we put in today is rewarded by the beautiful sunset with incredible views of the valley on one side and snowy peaks on the other, keeping us excited about what to come. It's day 2. I woke up early to low ceilings. The fog quickly dispersed with the sun rising over the valley. while we got ready and had breakfast. It was going to be a tough ascent to Thach Campsite with a distance of 6 kilometers and takes about 6 to 7 hours. With the sun rising over the mountain on one side and the valley on the other side, we trudged the steep terrain slowly but surely. Just past noon, we exited the tree line and entered the Alpine. We were ahead of most of the group and the guides, and we suddenly stumbled upon the camp. It is located on the open slope, surrounded by the lush green tree line on one side and rhododendron brush on the other. Heavy clouds rolled in, forced us to scramble into our tents just before the first drops fell. We rested through the rain drumming against the canvas and peacefully lulling us. After the clouds cleared, we ended the day with a delicious dinner and the most beautiful sunset over the snowy Himalayas for entertainment. It's day 3, quite chilly in the shade of the mountain behind the camp. We look forward to start climbing and getting into the sunlight. The hike would take about 5 hours, just about 3,800 meters in elevation and 4 kilometers.
How's the Josh?
It was always
How's the
high.
Josh?
It is always high. It was high, now it is higher.
Okay.
Because you are with us. And ready, sir.
It's time to climb. The climb was great with incredible views, shortest leg but had some steep sections. The climb for the day is done. The campsite can be seen in the distance. The weather had drastically changed from the time we arrived at the camp. Another round of rain transformed the landscape into something unreal. With the temperature dropping fast, we had dinner and retreated to our tents. The next day was going to be a super early start in the dark. Day 4. We woke up today at 4 am in the dark and had breakfast. By 4:30, we were climbing this icy slope with no ice clamps. The sun just started to come up by 5 am and the views are indescribable. They were like nothing I have ever seen. Halfway up, I went on a different path, carefully placing one foot at a time. A quick break, a few photos, then onward and upward. Sar Pass, in the middle of Parvati Valley of Himachal, with towering mountains across the valley blanketed by the soft snow, made the whole scene out of a National Geographic documentary. 13,800 feet or 4,223 meters in elevation, my first border. We spent some time there taking photos and then we pressed forward along a single file path across the icy expanse of Sar Pass.
Use your legs.
We finished the climb for the day, at least I thought we were, and I was wrong. Biskeri tops looming in the distance, our next challenge. The trail was narrowed, frozen, and with a steep icy slope on one side made the going super slow. Just one final push to the top. Then comes the descent, a thrilling slide down the mountain into the valley beyond. We had all been waiting for this. Again, that afternoon we were blessed by the rain gods, and this time there was no escape. We had to put on our ponchos during our descent. Nagaru was the only campsite surrounded by snow. But this right here, Biskeri Thach at 3,300 meters, campsite with panoramic views across the valley, takes the cake. The tents are perfectly pitched and the food was great once again. After 4 days of no reception in the back country, everyone's busy calling home. After cooling down from wearing the poncho in the rain over my layers, I got to experience the real tranquility of the scene in front of us. Then the final day came. It's all mixed feelings at the final campsite. Sad that we are going back to reality, and happy to have met some really nice people, and proud to have finished the trek stronger than I imagined.
टाइम नहीं रहता सबके पास टाइम वेस्ट हो जाता सबको पैकिंग करना किसी का
The cold air whistling down the mountain top, the warmth from the scorching sun, while listening to life stories of 30 strangers weaved into one memory. Every day rising in the sun, looking forward to the next leg in the adventure, made the journey ahead easy. All this made it worth every bit of effort.
कलायला
कळायला
बेरीची की तुम्बा
बारीची की तुम्बा
माझा माझा माझा
माझा माझा माझा
ए आला वी आला ए आला ऊ
ए आला वी आला ए आला ऊ
ओके